think it's time for everyone get together and fight for our rights. Yeah, everyone gotta all wake up and just kind of like, the United States is out of control, the United States government's out of control, and the world knows it, and it's time the citizens of this country recognize what's going on with the sort of underbelly, deep state nonsense that's sort of headed up by the CIA and general policy, if you will. We're just killing machines. We're out there destroying countries right and left. I mean, we're destroying Syria. We are the culprits there, more than Turkey even. In other countries, obviously our Israel's our little pawn, so anything Israel's doing, the United States is doing, and they're right now committing genocide in Gaza. And I can keep harping on that, but y'all got to be aware of that. I mean, I almost don't want to call myself an American because I'm certainly not part of that plan. You know what I mean? I'm not on board with it. It's all sort of super secret. And it's sort of like corporations are just kind of going along with it because they'll kill on their behalf. You know what I mean? It's just sick. It's just sick. Yeah. I had a purpose. It's late at night. Something I was going to talk about. I don't remember exactly what it was. I was going to kind of do sort of a general introduction, even though I'm well on my way a little bit on videos, but sort of like good mood diet. To me, that site covers everything. I mean, it's where I store everything for me anyways. And, going forward, I don't know, it could be called any news site. I have good mood, good plan band, for example, could be the music arm of that, or it could be just on site, or it could go along with whatever. I'm just trying to think how music could be incorporated, because that's something I'm interested in, into getting the word out about what's going on with this sad society we live in. And just the more that comes out, that thankfully there is still a source of information that you can get if you go looking for it, that's truth. Because everything's about truth, all right? That's how I was brought up, thinking that that's what America was all about, but obviously it's not, it's anything but. We are the terrorists of the world right now. Make no mistake about it. Anything you hear on the news, regular media news, like the news that's owned by the deep state that's pumping out the messages that they want you to hear. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, I look at the news now just to say, oh my God. I mean, what they're not telling you is like criminal, really. And then what they do tell you is just like, maybe it has a Zionist sort of backing to, let's put it that way. And then you just, how many big pharma commercials they have to wade through to get. I mean, I don't know how regular TV's gonna keep going much longer. The way they're going right now, it's just super filthy expensive. No kids use it anymore. It's just old people like me. And I just look at it to see sports. That's the main thing. Yeah, I could easily just get rid of it and just get a few sports apps, call it a day. Because I'm on YouTube just grabbing any truth I can find. Again, people, it's about truth. Who's that girl, that Dutch girl, I think she is, Greta, whatever her name is. She should be like the president of the world. That girl is just like, there should be a new organization for the whole world. Every country should be a member of it. Kind of like BRICS. We maybe go with BRICS because BRICS isn't that bad from the sort of general premise of it, I don't think. And I don't know much about it, but certainly way better than NATO. Okay, NATO is just like terrorist operation right now. I think that certain members of NATO might be saying, this America thing isn't really working out too well for us. Yeah. How's it going for you, Germany, France, Korea? You know what I mean? South Korea. Yeah, you go on and on. Israel even. If you're an Israeli citizen, you really thrilled about, genocide, 20 miles away from you? Murder, 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 bombs, murder, let's kill the Lebanese too. We just destroyed Syria. And now it's come out that the Zionist sort of Israeli influences why we went to war in Iraq. That's the real reason, guys. I mean, that's not me spreading rumors. This is based on, certain knowledge that's come out. And same with Afghanistan, probably, or what, who knows what the, I mean, these are two, Afghan's 20 years long, 20-year war. Korea, you could argue, is a 75-year long war. It's never come to an end, and that's just the United States. That's the United States, like, making North Korea, they're the ones who made it like this, and then you got this big base in the United States in Korea. It's the biggest base that we have across America. I mean, across the world, I mean. Yeah. Other countries don't have bases, generally speaking, or very few. That includes China and Russia. Very few bases other than in their country. You know what I mean? Their bases are for defense. United States bases are all, we're going to bomb you. We're the threats. Make no mistake about it. The United States and its CIA ops and its NSA bullshit and its FBI in your face. We're gonna monitor you whether you like it or not, and just, and then you combined with all the friggin' humongous big banks and big businesses of whatever. And they all own all the various three-letter agencies out there. They're all, got their plants in there doing what they're bidding. Like the EPA is basically oil companies' little bitch. You know what I mean? Things like that. And Greta? There was a conference about global, let's do this carbon emissions reduction. Let's do it in what is it? Uzbekistan or whatever it is, the one that, raped Armenia, killed, genocide, the whole 9 yards. Let's hold it there. And Greta's like the, spokesperson for global warming. I forget her last name. I'm sorry, Greta. We all know who you are, though. About 15 now. How old are you? You're a little kid. I think she's older. She's probably a young adult now, but still. I want you to be president of the world. Whatever. I mean, really, you should be the, follow your advice. So anyway, she's over at this thing, and she's being bad-mouthed because now she's speaking out against genocide, God forbid. So she must be an anti-Semite. I think you have to be, into Judaism, or loving them, even though they kind of hate you. They're very elitist, just so you know. The religion itself is kind of like superior to everybody else. But aren't all religions kind of like, oh, we're superior, we're going to go to heaven, you're not. And then, they all got blood on their hands, all right? All of them. Blood, 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 kill, 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 kill. My religion's better, kill you, I'm going to kill you, no, I'm going to kill you back. That's religions, yeah. Believing in some story, like man-made concoction of whatever God is. And I'm the first to believe there's something mystery in the planet, for sure. Maybe that's what those little, orbs, steel orbs, that we don't have any idea what these are, flying over our bases. I mean, it's like they're commonplace right now, flying over military bases. Whatever they are, in the United States and Great Britain, like, unidentified phenomena, whatever name they have for something that they can't even call UFOs anymore. Why? Because it's not politically correct. I'm going to call it UFO. Unidentified flying object. I'm going to go back to the old one. I like that one better than the newfangled NASA invention word, whatever. Unidentified alien product. Serial number 174-B. Whatever they'd come up with. So, no, they probably have a whole warehouse full of these things that they've shot down. Poor aliens that come visit this sad-ass planet, huh? That's the other thing I got to get rid of. I think they're finding jets aren't very effective against these things. Just like, okay, let's talk about war, all right? For any of you troops that are thinking about going out on the battlefield, you better have shotguns to shoot down the drones that basically go after anything that has a infrared sensor on them, so you can see warm bodies out there in the field. Like, okay, just like, explode right in your face, programmed to take you out. So warriors in the field are rapidly becoming like, just go out there and we'll sacrifice all you guys today, and we're gonna go over here and sacrifice. And some of you might come out alive. It's a suicide mission to be a soldier, a foot soldier of some sort. I mean, with the drone technology now, they're just gonna be buzzing around your head. They have little machine guns on them now. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, sign me up. And I come back, and if I don't die out in the field, I go boom, because I just went out and committed genocide on behalf of these CIA in Israel. That's what you fought for, you guys. When you fought in the Iraqi war, saving America, you were fighting for Israel. Zionist movement, you were their little bitches, okay? Sorry, don't give you the bad news, but that's what it was about. Total criminal ops, everything about it. Everything we did over there was illegal, criminal, in every sense of the word, and that's according to like the ICC, International Criminal Courts, sort of, We get exemption. The United States has made real clear we're not part of that, and we don't want any part of that, because they're all friggin' guilty of total war crimes. There isn't a president since maybe Roosevelt practically that isn't like, guilty of kind of war crimes. I'm kind of going somewhere, certainly we're terrorists when it comes to governments going out and executing anybody that's not, on board with our sort of corporate policy / government / fascist / whatever. So let them come in and rape your people and make them work for, nothing, and we'll screw all the jobs in America because we're going to come down here and get our free slave labor, wherever that country is, Southern Asia, a good portion of them. China at one time, and China's like, oh wait, we've got to make a little bit more money here. So, yeah, I don't know, pretty nasty world. And so, yeah, I would say, for the answer, here's the answer. This is what this is all about. Yeah, we all have to kind of like do a little Control, Alt, Delete, start over with America. Somehow, some way. People gotta take America back and do what, start over. Start over by getting rid of all the 3-letter organizations, change it to some other 3 letters, maybe 4 letters or 2 letters, whatever. 3 letters ain't bad. I like 3 letters myself. But yeah, certainly don't use FBI anymore. Use some other 3 letters, perhaps, or whatever. Maybe, I don't care. Use 10 letters for all I give a shit. The point is to get rid of the organizations, get rid of the, how we elect. Go to strict lottery. Boom. No lobbying whatsoever, just the lottery and multi-level lottery. So, you have to start at this level, and then you can put your ball into this level, and you're doing it for your country, or you're doing it for your city, or you're doing it for your town, or you're doing it for your state. You're doing it as a noble thing. Like you're like somebody would serve in the armed forces. Yeah, you're making a few bucks, but you're not making shit on the side like these guys do. These guys don't even, it's not on the side. Obama started off with practically nothing. Now he's like 200 million that we know about. I mean, he didn't do that on his presidential salary, which he still gets, I mean, he has 3 mansions. He has, this is our, he's our savior. He's going to do the right thing. Yeah. I even told somebody back in the day when he got elected, is like, you don't get to that level without totally being bought and paid for. And he's no exception to that. And he's basically, they all work for the CIA, if you will, meaning that they don't do what toe the line in the deep state sort of government aspect, military / CIA / NSA. You're going to pay a serious, like, you don't mess with those people. Even if you're president of the United States, you kind of toe the line. And so that's the first thing that's just got to go. Goodbye. We don't want that agency anymore. And maybe even though, I mean, nowadays, what they do anyways with planting people in stations and torture fucking places where they can bring people and torture them and kill them or whatever. I mean, that's what we have. We have little secret prisons all over across the world that, you know, we can kidnap people, put them in, you know, all of a sudden they, whatever. We are not above anything. Nothing. And it's been proven. We did in Iraq and in the prisons there. You know, they're just, so everything you hear about, just multiply by about 1,000 of what you didn't hear about. It's my sort of take on things like that. So, I don't know. I think all troops, you know, we have, who knows, we have 800 bases all in the Philippines. How many soldiers are out there, you know, not even within the United States right now? Take those plus those. And what do you do with all these people? You know, if you don't, what's the purpose of them other than to be terrorists sort of out there? No, diplomacy, you don't need to have bases right on somebody else's shore. It includes on China's shore, which is what that base is. The one on the southern peninsula, Korean peninsula. Yeah, it's just, you know, you hear about all these sort of aliens, they don't even know what it is. All these little drones and orbs and stuff flying over bases lately. You heard about that? I mean, not mainstream news because that's nothing special, right? But whatever it is, to me, it's like encouraging. It's like saying, okay, yeah, they're flying over where the nukes are being, you know, stored, and you know, the most restricted airspace on the planet, and they don't know what to do. You know what I mean? They don't even. That's what they say. They could be feeding us that shit. Okay, to be honest with you, I almost think it's most likely that it's American drones. The government's flying them over. Oh, we got spaceships, you know, and then, you know, bring them back to the wherever, you know. That makes almost more sense than anything. So make it sound like, you know, oh, it's somebody else, so we can go ahead and start a war. You know what I mean? Because that's what the hawks of our government want to do, you know. They're just needling all countries still, and they're making all sorts of countries fail anyway. So that's not going to be a good thing for the world, if you will. I mean, France totally falls, which is looking like it's going to happen. Great Britain, all your Western European countries, if I can get to Schitt's Creek, and then the United States is like, you can't deal with China or Russia, okay? Just us, and we don't produce anything. All we'll do is slap tariffs on your friggin' products that you do have. Yeah, we're gonna charge you extra tax too, but we'll give you a break. We won't charge you quite as much as we charge Canada and Mexico. Okay, we're gonna tariff everything because we got so much money, and we're gonna print more money if we don't have it. Because that's what we do too. Yeah. What a bunch of thug idiot. They're all hedging their bets and put it on for the imminent financial collapse, which is just a joke. This is the biggest pyramid scheme known to mankind. It's called U.S. currency. So, yeah. I'd buy things with it while you can. Because someday you want to be able to get a loaf of bread with $1 million of paper from printed off the presses of our wonderful government. So I don't know. I think that, you know, people really got to seriously look at, okay, if we could just start over, you know what I mean? If we could just start over, you know, and you start with how you elect people. And that, again, the only thing I can think of that makes total sense, and we're used to it anyways, because the government's sticking that one out there, and the biggest numbers racket going, you know, with the lotteries. We'll do a lottery that actually makes sense, that's good for the people, that's not corrupt, and really uses little balls maybe in a, you know, that we can watch and the big, and multi-level, like I said, you know, there's a lottery for the mayor of the town, there's a lottery for president, lawyer for judges, lawyer for, you know, anything that's public officials, and everything's term limits. No career. You can career if you go. Ooh, sorry, you said an earthquake there. Yeah, you can go up the ladder, but there's no guarantees on that because it's a lottery. So you can just put your balling for the next level, and every 6 years is what I think a term should be. 2, 2, and 2, like 2 with the past person, 2 by yourself, and 2 with the next person. So there's a seamless transition, and they're all American. I mean, you may have states, but there's no multi-party, no, they're all people, hopefully younger people that whatever. I think that anybody, if I want to be president, I can put my name in there because I've graduated high school and I'm an American citizen. I can't put it for president, though. I have to start. The first ones we have to figure out were like the finest minds that really care about this country, instilling them in the first positions maybe, and people that really passed the mustard as far as they weren't there with their hands out. They don't have multi-millions in the bank, because you wouldn't have multi-millions in the bank if you're doing the right thing. You only have that if you do the wrong thing, right, Bill Clinton? How about that, Hillary? You get that? You understand that concept? Huh? Obama, you understand that concept? None of you do. You're all there along with everybody else. Pay me this, pay me that. Let's start foundations. I want libraries too. Idiots. So anyways, on that, I guess I had to say something, so. I know that there's hope. Right, Greta? Right now, things aren't looking so good. Gotta make some changes, guys.